Hey, how's everybody doing? It's me, TVB, and I'm here with another animal fact video. This episode, I really felt like going over an animal that means a lot to me, and that, my friends, is the elephant. First of all, the elephant family consists of 3 species of enormous creatures that can be found in grasslands, forests, swamps, and deserts of Africa and southern and Southeast Asia. And they cover 3 species in order from biggest to smallest. So they are the African elephant, the Asian elephant, and the African forest elephant. The African forest elephant used to be considered a subspecies of African elephant, but has now been proven to be its own species due to a hairier trunk, darker skin, more rounded ears, and tusks that point downwards instead of forwards, making it very suitable for forest life. Okay, this second fact really shouldn't come to a surprise, but elephants are freaking huge. An African elephant can be 11 feet or 3 to 4 meters tall, can be 19 to 24 or 6 to 8 meters in length, and can weigh up to 6 to 7 tons. It's the largest living land animal on the planet. It's important to understand differences between African and Asian elephants. Not only is the African elephant bigger in size, it also has larger ears which help it cool off in the intense African heat. And at the end of its trunk, the African elephant has 2 fingers to help it grab things. The Asian elephant only has 1. And the tusks on an African elephant are visible with both genders, while with Asians, the tusks are only really visible with the males. Female Asian tusks are too small to protrude out of the mouth. Oh, and Asian elephants are a lot less wrinkly than Africans, and share a lot of DNA and characteristics of woolly mammoths, which has a lot of buzz for cloning in the next few years, and scientists have started that process by performing experiments on Asian elephants. While the elephant has one of the most unique bodies in the animal kingdom, the most distinct feature is its trunk. An elephant's trunk has over 150,000 muscles and tendons. That is already more than the entire human body. The trunk is super dexterous, being able to pick up a single grain of rice, and it isn't just a nose that gives the elephant a superb sense of smell, it also acts as a hand, being able to pluck grass, pull down branches, lift things, throw pesky predators away, and squirt water into their mouths or onto themselves. No, they do not drink water through their trunks. That's like you drinking water through your nose. It just doesn't work. I'm sick of that myth. They slurp up the water with their trunk and squirt it into wherever they want. It's basically a built-in squirt gun. What's cooler than that? A herd of elephants is mostly female. They're led by the matriarch, which is the oldest and most experienced female in the herd. The rest of the herd consists pretty much of the other females and their young. Adult males, or bulls, tend to stay away from herds until a herd has a female that is ready to reproduce. An elephant is pregnant for 24 months, and you think your mama had it bad for 9 months. Otherwise, older bulls tend to live by themselves, and younger bulls form bachelor herds. Bulls also go through an annual period called must, a huge testosterone flush that makes a bull very excited and aggressive, and they can be extremely dangerous during must. But family is super important to elephants. Baby elephants or calves even get babysick from other herd mates and show a huge range of emotions. And it's true, an elephant almost never forgets. When an elephant's mother dies, that elephant remembers where their mother, the exact spot where their mother has died, and goes back to it to pick up their bones. They've been seen doing that. You're probably where the elephants make a really loud trumpeting sound with their trunks. But they are capable of making over 70 calls and 160 signals. Their main form of communication is low-frequency growls that is often used to convey messages. Some growls are so low humans can't even hear them. Touching is very important to the elephant language as well, but they often greet each other by touching trunks and sniffing each other out. And you'd be surprised what noises an elephant makes. Like, when I was at San Diego Zoo, they had this whole feeding demonstration with their elephants, and this one elephant kept getting fed apples and she was happy, so she was purring. Elephants purr when they are pleased. The purrs sound like farts though. And finally, humans have such a rich history with their elephants. When the great general Hannibal invaded Rome, he took 40 war elephants with his army to sack the great empire. Crossing the Great Alps in the snowy weather, and the great beasts prevailed. Elephants are essentially primitive tanks. Just imagine being chased by your enemy riding one of these things. Let's hope brown pants were a thing back then. But in some Asian countries, elephants are still being domesticated, mainly for labor and elephant riding tourism. Although riding elephants has stirred up a lot of controversy in recent years, especially in Thailand where baby elephants are often taken away from their families in the wild and put through abusive situations so they can give rides, riding an elephant on some terrains is better than driving a 4-wheel drive vehicle. But elephants are in big trouble. They're frequently poached since their tusks are made of ivory, and that is the prime fuel for the ivory trade along with rhino horns. And loads of forests and habitat for where elephants is being destroyed at a horrible rate, especially in the Bornean rainforest that's home to dwarf elephants so people can have access to more palm oil for a lot of our products. And elephant-human interactions rarely end well, especially in Asian countries like Sri Lanka and India, where elephants often raid farms and villages in search of food. Because if an elephant sees a farm full of like delicious crops, it sees food. It doesn't know better to stay away from it. It's super important that we help elephants, since they're crucial to a healthy ecosystem. Do you guys remember that scene in the new Jungle Book where Bagheera tells Mowgli that the elephants created the jungle? There is some truth to that. Elephants have a really good control over their environment. They've been known to turn forests into grasslands and vice versa. They can move around the soil, changing river patterns and giving people and more animals access to water, and often tear down old trees and bushes to make room for new ones. Guys, I don't want to know what the world would look like without elephants. Like, they're such a massive, powerful, fast, emotional, adorable, smart, borderline sentient gift from God that continues to fascinate and inspire so many people. And there are ways that you can help these animals. No, elephants are not afraid of mice, that's a myth, but they are afraid of bees. Farmers in India and some African countries have begun to set up beehives around their farms to keep the elephants away from their crops, instead of having to shoot the poor elephants. And in 1989, Kenya really took a step in the right direction by burning a huge mound of ivory, saying that we would no longer tolerate the ivory trade. And the elephant population continues to decrease nonetheless, but that doesn't mean we can't make a difference. Honestly, viewers, the elephant is an animal that means so much to me. This video easily could have gone on for 20 minutes. So be happy that this series is limited to just 7 animal facts. Alright. Thank you guys so much for watching, and do not forget to hit that thumbs up like button if you want to see more of these animal videos and what animal you want me to talk about next. Subscribe if you're new to this channel, please. My name's TVB9, and I'll see you guys later.